G'day. In today's video I'm opening up an Acer Travelmate Spin B3 with the model number N20H1. Well, if we go over here we see TMB 311 RN-31-P7WZ. And what's going on with this one, or the reason why I'm opening this one, is I believe the charging port is slightly faulty, as when I plug the cord into it on this side up here, it will start charging if I apply pressure, but if I let go of it, it will drop out. So I'm curious to open it up and see what's going on with the charging port. I'm expecting to see that it may be slightly damaged or bent, so hopefully simply opening it up and inspecting it and seeing what's going on there, I can hopefully resolder it and fix it. As I suspect that on this model, it will be soldered directly to the main board, as opposed to a nicely removable part, which means upgradability or repairability for some people may be slightly more challenging. That screw there was slightly different to the rest. So I'd say most of these screws are probably going to be the same, bar the hinge screws themselves, which do seem to be slightly fatter. And the last one over here. Now, I'll get a plastic pry tool and a metal pry tool. Just want to pry up a corner, like so. Start it, and then from there, there we go. So that, as I suspected, not very upgradable. We could upgrade the SSD of a larger NVMe SSD. We could upgrade the wireless card. We have the daughter board going over here, connecting to the speakers, CMOS battery, one replacement battery, which do note there are a couple of different Acer batteries. This one runs at 11.4 volt. So if you do replace the battery, make sure it is 11.4 volt, or else you'll have a battery that probably won't charge, or will be very unhappy with the system. This connection's over here. Looking at the charger board port, here is where I want to look at. Also, one other fun fact, when you do open them up, do check out the tightness of these screws here and here. So if I go try and tighten it up, a little bit of a turn, a little fraction of a turn. Oop. That one is loose as. So pretty much all school laptops, every time you open them, do check out the hinges, as they are fairly loose the majority of the time. This is a very random sticker. Okay for 3 or 4 cell battery. But if I connect the power to this, just curious about the charging port, as there was very little resistance in it when I plugged the cord in. Like, it's falling out. So I'm curious if I bend the small little metal tab in there. So if I bend this tab here down and push it in, whether or not it will apply enough pressure to lock it. Doesn't seem to be the case. Right now if I bend it down, we're charging. If I grab out a multimeter, stick it on voltage, plug into here, go to here. Right now we have 19.5 volt. I tilt it up. I don't actually have a charge light going. So I think this is going to entail the removal of the main board to be able to actually check it out.
Let's say that I am seeing some
what almost looks to be gunky on a certain chip over here. A little speck right there above my thumbnail on this chip here. It'd be worthwhile inspecting it to see if it has liquid damage at all. Right now looking alright, so I'm going to say I probably have to take out this board and test the resistance of the power pin. So I stick that on resistance now, put it on the pin, put it on here. So I'm pretty sure I'm leaning on the pin right there. So if I jam it around the other way, no, I think I'm going to have to take this board out to have a proper inspection.
Thank you all for tuning in to day 2 of Tony Hawktober. I hate this fucking thing! Die! I'm so desperate! Gosh darn it! We're freaking out, man! It's a new feature this year. After a phenomenal effort with you.
Sadly with that, the pin itself is not accessible. This bit of plastic here over the top of it is the one virtually stopping it from being accessible. So I don't know if it's reinforced in there. I suppose I need to dig deeper. Disappointingly, the main board itself didn't really need to come out. I'm just wondering if this plastic here will come off. Or is it just going to simply break off? Push these down a bit more. The pin itself does look to be slightly bent. It doesn't look quite center in that barrel. Also, I'm half wondering if there's a charger snapped off in there. It feels like it should be going a lot further than what it is. I'm going to grab some other tweezers, lift up this metal, and have a look. Certainly seeing something there. Whether it be jammed up paper, right there. Well, that is a first. That jammed up paper there. It's heavily squished into the plug. Look at that. That's solid. Now if I push this in, not quite making full connection. Certainly feels a bit better than it did. Too bad I can't see it on the other side. A little bit better. Maybe I'll get some more light in there. Still believe there's a little bit more in there, but this should be enough to actually get started. Pins there. Bend that one back too far, and now we snapped off. Okay. Still doesn't feel quite right. Feels better than it did. Also breaking off that little bit of metal probably didn't help it, but you get that in the pursuit sometimes. There we go, that's starting to feel a little bit better. Put that down. Just see a charge light there. We're blinking. Probably means it's looking for board. Power off. Power on. I'll reassemble this and see how we go from there. So now it's best to get this back together once more. It's going to take a little bit of time as there is a fair few different connectors. It's going to be the best course of action. Okay, that way. Line it up. Drop it in. Get everything out of the way. There's a lot to get out of the way. Cable over here. Okay. Best to start off putting the screws in. I'm going to assume the screws that have the arrow pointing towards them are the ones that need to go in. So this one here doesn't have an arrow, no arrow, that one has an arrow. I'm going to assume the arrows are for the main board. Okay. One over here. One over here. Now flick this up. Slide this in. Flick that down. Flick that up. Flick that in. Flick that down. And repeat. Slide in. I'll leave the battery disconnected till last. Trackpad. What I suspect to be the trackpad. Flip latch up. Slide cable in. Flip latch down. Next up I've got the CMOS battery over here. So date and time will be reset. So that's been removed. Use another one with a angle on it. A triangle. Okay. Yeah, this one here is either the webcam or the touch panel. This kind of slides in. There. This latch goes up. Slides in. Select the next screw is for that one. As with that one, I'm down to just 2 screws, which will be for the NVMe SSD and the Wi-Fi card. So slide back in over here. Goes down, screw for that. Now display. I'll take this tape off here. It should just kind of sit in the groove and latch down as well. Right there. Push down. Straight. There we go. The tape goes over the top. Next up, NVMe SSD. Or MSATA SSD going by that key. The pins on the bottom and the spacing. That screws in. I'm now out of screws for that side. In. Not in. I think we're right to attach power or battery. In theory, plug the loosely fitting power cable in. Should get a charge light over here. I did have to wiggle that just slightly. It does seem to be charging. So what I suspect was going on with this one was it had paper, fluff, junk jammed in there, and in turn the power wasn't actually connecting. I think I just had a screw fall out of the bottom of here, as I'm missing one of my large screws, which is needed for the hinges over here. So we'll look for that in a minute. But essentially all those other screws there do look to be identical in length. So apart from the 2 major screws going in the 2 hinge positions, everything else should be identical. Anyway, that's fixing up a power issue on the Travelmate Spin B3. I hope that helps you, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Bye.